Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be commentate on this post commentary. I'm going to be commentating over 6 Omega Strikers ranked games that happened yesterday that I was able to record. Most of them are wins, but I got some losses in here too. So I'm going to try my best to commentate over all of these, just for fun. So basically we're going against an X-Juliet and Atlas, so I already know it's going to be a very brawly type match. Right now I'm putting a Tornado to try to put a little bit of pressure on the goalie. But sadly we lost possession of the ball, so it doesn't really do much there. We're going to continue trying to take shots at it. I'm going to get stuffed there, I can't really do anything. We pass it down for a little bit of space. Up this time. Try to put another Tornado, try to cut off the top so it doesn't pass up there. Sadly they got it past it, but it happens. I speed, shrink the Juliet, hoping our X would go in with the speed. He didn't really do much with it, but it happens, it's whatever. We finally get the thing off with a nice shot. We missed a score right there, potentially, but it's whatever. The goal's open, we still have one left. It's not that big of a deal.
Run.
I shot there because I was predicting maybe he hit it down, because if he did, that would have been a free goal. So I was just prematurely doing it just because it has a startup time. I almost get the shot there. I take the charge. I completely miss it because I brain deaded right then. I speed. The Juliet dies. So X was one, and I had a nice shot there at the bottom, and we get our first point of the game. Second round. We start up, Core's top. I go up, I shrink the Juliet, hit the ball past her. We get one tag on the bottom one. X hits it up, Atlas hits it back down. We're stuck in middle, put the Tornado for pressure. Got some damage on the Atlas, but realistically didn't really do anything. X gets a good punch in. I'm going to speed so I can move up, shrink the X, so that way he's not as present in brawling us at all. I get the pass. I set up another Tornado just to try to get it in the way of somebody. It knocks the Atlas a little bit, but again, didn't really do much. I shrink the Juliet. I think, yeah, the Juliet right there. Their X ended up killing, our X ended up killing their X, so we're up one, although we're still kind of messing up massively. Another Tornado for a little bit of pressure, but we just didn't have possession of the ball, so it didn't really do much. Kind of trading the Juliet. I definitely should have passed that one up instead of straight at her. I don't know what I was thinking there. I speed, so we have a little bit of pressure, and our Boo hits it into our own goal.
Let's try it again.
I know he didn't mean to do it, but he was probably better off passing it down anyways. I don't know why he hit it up, but it happens. There's going to be a lot of that in these games. Okay, I put Tornado up at the start of the match just for some damage. I actually got the Juliet and the X to a decent lower health, so maybe our X to finish off, and we got the thing open really quick. The thing is, I'm very low, and during these games, I forgot the dodge mechanic was even a thing. The Atlas just lets that go right past, and I should have never even gotten that goal. But since our Zebu hit it into our own goal, I'm going to take it, so that way at least we're up one. Gonna put another Tornado just down, just for start of round, like under pressure. Maybe I get a kill here. I don't get a kill, sadly. But I do get the first barricade down. I hit a shrink ray trying to get an angle. I didn't land it fully, but we still got it anyways. And we get a free goal here, getting us the first set.
That's the sound of the X-Train coming!
I'm up to pick first here, and looking at all the options, I most likely took Aerials, which I think I did. Yeah, Aerials is out of the whole page. Actually, I actually ended up taking Perfect Form. Well, I guess I was being aggressive during that. I guess I kind of had to play aggro, so I guess that's probably why I ended up taking it. I probably, thinking back on it now, I probably should have taken Aerials, just so that way my haste was better during that entire game. Everyone else just picks their things. Okay, start of the second set. Tornado, start the pressure, which is something I always get in the habit of. I get a kill with it on the Juliet, which was very lucky. She ran right into it. We're down a barricade. Our X gets the second one. and I end up getting a barricade out of it. The Atlas is shrunk, so he can't really move as far, but the X kind of hit it straight into him. Well, we got the barricade anyways. The Juliet's back. Their X is going to be back in a second. Put a tornado up to kind of messed with the Atlas a little bit, didn't do much. We were able to hit it past him and score
Nice
anyways.
scored.
We had a really good angle on that one. That Atlas left that entire side like kind of wide open. Okay, we shot that just because we didn't have a tornado, but I got a ding out of it, so it was good. I put a tornado there just to kind of mess with him. Got one of the barricades up. Got both the barricades down, sorry.
Run.
We don't get the shot there, sadly I speed and try to shrink, but I missed the shrink almost entirely, so kind of didn't get any value there. Another tornado. And I shoot that in case he kind of hit straight down, and also Era's beam has a slightly longer range than the tip of the actual box that it is anyway, so I thought maybe it would hit, because at the time I was still trying to figure out the exact range of it. We get that, and I get a free... Well, he took the shot.
Guy, huh?
We both ended up hitting it, and we get another free goal out of it, and we're up 2-0 for our second set. Another tornado for pressure. Don't get any picks, but I do get a free barricade down. Our X is completely harassing our Juliet. She's low. Hit it down, go for a shot. I did it a little too early. That was my fault. I missed the score there entirely. Put another tornado didn't really do much.
Should we,
But
like,
we're able to. I
celebrate
think the X.
goal?
I honestly didn't fully look at what the X did. I'm pretty sure he hit it into his own goal. Because I did not hit it with the beam, and that's the only way I really would have gotten it. But we get first pick again. And yeah, I definitely took Twin Drive here. My favorite Awakenings to get on Era are Twin Drive and Prime Time, just because Twin Drive gives me an extra speed boost, and Prime Time gives me an extra Shrink Ray, and since I play her really aggressively, like having 2 speed boosts and Shrink Rays, like when I'm always having one, like all the time, is perfect. Like, I'm always taking shots on the goal and always pressuring, like, usually the Juliet or their X's with Shrink Rays and things like that. Or even Rasmus, like on Amy's app, that map, second version on that map. But yeah, that's why those are my favorite. We got a tornado, get some decent damage on the Juliet there. We didn't get a goal there, sadly we were able to clear it really fast and open up their goal. Our X definitely could have taken a shot there instead of going for damage with the spin, but you know, it's kind of his job to do damage, so I can't really blame him for that one. He tries to hit it down, but he misses. We put a barricade up, our goal's open now. Our X hits it down. I shot way too late on that one. I just wasn't thinking. We had a missed opportunity there. X tries to dive in to go for something, but sadly he misses. I put a tornado up just for a little bit more pressure. I missed my Shrink Ray on the Juliet because she kind of ran past me and I didn't track her at all. We speed just to kind of get in his face. Nothing really happens. They almost score. Shrink the X, and I get a goal off this shot.
Wow, we
The
did
Atlas
it.
left the bottom open again. A pattern that's very consistent with our Atlas is him always staying at the top of the map unless you're sitting at the bottom right in front of him, so most of the goals end up happening at the bottom this game for that reason. We get a really quick kill on the Juliet with my thing. I just completely whiffed my Shrink Ray on that. I don't even really want to talk about that. I sat there waiting for the Atlas to maybe hit it so I could hit it past him, but he just never ended up hitting it, and I just kind of messed the whole thing up. We got our top barricade down. I think I killed the X at that. I wasn't like, looking, but I saw him die to something. I think I killed the X at that sphere. There's a lot to look at in post-commentary. I didn't think this was gonna... I honestly didn't think about when I was post-commentating there's gonna be so much to look at. We got another goal right there. And now we see one more to close this out. And should be pretty easy, honestly. Get that for pressure. We got a barricade down as well. Kind of getting hit by both their X and Juliet, so I'm just going to shrink them so they're slower and they don't easily catch up to me. I also kind of forgot dodge mechanic was a thing. I tried to save the goal there, I just wasn't fast enough. I probably could have speeded. I think I had the cooldown ready at that time. I just didn't think about it. Our X got a quick kill on their goalie, and yep, he used his superpower thing and scored really quickly. So that was a really clean 3-0, and that was the first game of the day. And I think we ended up getting MVP here as well.
Oh.
Yeah, we did.
Thanks.
So here we are in our second match of the day. We have an Estelle and a Kai as teammates going against Atlas, Goalie, Kai, and Estelle, but our Kai is a goalie. So I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, the Estelle scores most of the goals this game. They end up shrinking the Estelle, getting one of the barricades down quickly. Our Kai loses one because he was kind of shooting projectiles the other way, but it's fine. I shrink the Estelle again. We hit it down to kind of clear it, which is good on him, but I kind of shot it the other way because I was just trying to shrink the Estelle again because I want her I want her to not be as present as possible. Just because Estelle's really good at scoring, I just don't want her present. Sadly, to get it shot past us multiple times, we end up killing their Kai as well, but he's going to be back in about 3 seconds. Barricade gets opened. I increased the size of our Estelle, which doesn't really do anything for her, so I don't really know why I did it. I was kind of just thinking, oh, it might be helpful, but it really wasn't. Shrink the Kai, speed boost it up. I shrink their Atlas, so he gets a little bit messed up. We open their goals, so now both our goals are open. I probably could have hit that ball, but I wanted our Kai to take it and pass it up to me, because it would have been better that way, but he kind of let it go a little bit. And they ended up scoring because of it, but it happens. Me and the Estelle both use our cooldowns here, which honestly I think is a pretty frequent pattern in this game if I remember correctly. So we shrink ray that, trying to get like a little bit of a bounce angle on that or something. Didn't happen. I ended up dying to the Estelle here because I was not really paying attention. But I ended up getting one of the barricades, but they got 2, so it really wasn't a good trade-off at all. I think our Kai's able to clear it here. Yeah, he almost gets the barricade, but the Atlas blocks it slightly. I get put back in, their Kai ends up dying. I try to shrink ray this to get that. I put a tornado up just to kind of be there, but it wasn't really a good tornado because the Atlas kind of avoided. Sorry, sometimes I have issues speaking. I just completely whiff a shrink ray. I think I ended up misinputting it or something because I don't see a reason for me to ever use it there. Put that tornado up, it's kind of like a block off. I shrink ray that. Sadly, it doesn't go in, but almost did because I didn't think he'd have a cooldown time. That one almost went in as well. I speed here because I thought I might be able to catch it, but I just let the Kai clear it. I end up shrinking their Kai. And I think I end up getting a goal here. No, I put a little bit of pressure on, but I didn't have my beam in time. And then I end up shooting it anyways. So we end up getting it. It's 1-1. Still first set. I don't have my tornado this time, so I kind of just try to shrink ray it again. I end up hitting the Estelle, we end up losing both our barricades actually. I missed another shrink ray entirely, so honestly, if I think we do get scored on this round, it's honestly completely my fault, because I've done everything wrong. Missed another shrink ray, yeah, let's keep messing it up. And I have another horrible angle bounce, but I end up getting one of the barricades out of it eventually. Shrink the Kai, we hit that barricade too, and now the goal's open. I put one of the tornadoes up for a little bit of pressure, sadly the thing got hit up, so it did nothing. I shrink the Kai again, just don't need his presence here at all either. Our Estelle slightly misses the ball there, sadly, but I predicted the Atlas redirect right there perfectly, and I was able to shoot it to the goal anyways, putting us at 2-1. Okay, start of the 3rd round of the first set. Put another tornado up for pressure. It kind of screwed us because I ended up hitting it back at our Kai, but it's whatever. I think we get a dink here. Yeah, we do. Get a barricade down. I missed a shrink ray slightly. I overturned it. We're still up a barricade, so we're chilling. Now we're not. Never mind. I missed another shrink ray. I think this was like these were one of these games where I think it was like my 4th match since the game launched or something. So I still don't have my angles fully figured out yet. But that was also yesterday, so I have tons more time now and I figured it all out. Put another tornado up for a little bit of pressure. Ends up hitting the Kai for a decent amount of damage. Sadly, neither me or the Estelle are great at taking down people, so they don't really. Well, the Estelle actually kind of is, but I'm not. End up getting a shrink ray there. I get a power hit. I hit it right into the Atlas, sadly, but I thought it was going to be a good angle. It really wasn't. I was able to hit pressure it kind of back into my orb. I start lagging there and I get stuck in the bottom of the map, and I kind of wasted my speed boost because of it, but yeah, nothing I can really do about it if lag's what's going to overtake it. We'll kind of keep putting pressure on her. Estelle wasted her cooldown. Put another tornado up. Doesn't do anything. Our Kai's kind of getting pressured on hardcore, and they shot this thing, leaving us at 2-2. Kai is really good for turning those over with his projectiles, because you usually end up canceling it almost perfectly. At speed here, so we kind of get into the action quickly. We lose a lot of our little like interchangeables, like things right there. We end up getting the barricade after with the shrink ray, placed by me. End up shrinking their Estelle, but she still ends up getting both because her kunai still went through it, or whatever they are, the knives. And they get the first set because she shot it right up and our Kai wasn't there. Looking at all these, ideally want to go for cast to last, just because it makes my shrink ray buffs and stuff last longer, which is always good. One of like Era's best things you can even run on her, so I was obviously going to take that one. No one else was probably going to take it from me either. But also quick strike would have been kind of good, just because I'm also like trying to score a lot too, but I think cast to last is probably just a better option. Okay, started the second set. I speed immediately instead of trying to shoot it because it still keeps going for the shots and all. I ended up getting knocked out here just because of my positioning. It wasn't good there. I should never have even stood where I did because they all have their cooldowns. So I could have gotten taken out very easily. Luckily, their Estelle didn't go for any sort of shot there because that probably would have been a goal if she. I don't think she even had the cooldown to do so. I had a really bad tornado there. It was completely useless. I kind of lose that clash, but I was able to shoot it up and get a barricade out of that, though. They left the middle of the stage completely open. And Estelle wastes her cooldown too, which is great, but the Atlas is able to block us off, sadly. That tornado was going to be set up to be pressure, but she I'm having a stroke. The Atlas used his field thing, I don't know what it's called, and kind of blocked off the whole thing, so I kind of got screwed. But the Estelle makes a perfect pass to me, allowing me to get the barricade, which was great. Put pressure on with the tornado, but we didn't have the possession of the ball, so it didn't do much. Me and the Estelle use a lot of things there to try to get that, but our Estelle's able to score with her kunais and get us round advantage. Well, goal advantage, not a round advantage, but same thing. We speed again because I already know my Estelle's going to take a shot at the ball. Our Kai is not able to defend against that, sadly. He needed to use his projectiles there or something to be able to actually contest that. Sadly, he didn't, but, you know, you can't have your cooldowns all the time or expect everything at the same time. We get their barricade open. I take some shots. I was honestly trying to aim for the Estelle to maybe knock her into the goal if I had enough knockback, which realistically I didn't think I did anyways, but I thought I might as well try. Go for that shot, end up getting taken out because I'm sitting towards the bottom at low health. I wasn't paying attention to my health really, but I was also kind of confident I was going to get that score maybe, but sadly I didn't. Good thing though, our Kai's holding it down and our Estelle's keeping pressure on their side. She almost gets a shot there. Tornado's definitely hitting the Kai a little bit. I miss a shrink ray again. Our Estelle's kind of stuffing their Atlas, but sadly couldn't get it through. Our Kai kind of passes it up to the top of the map, but neither of us are, so nothing really happens there. I lose my clash with Estelle, she gets another of me. I throw another completely useless tornado. Yeah, I'm realizing this game of throwing a lot of useless tornadoes. And it passed up perfectly to the Estelle because we left it open, and we get a free score out of that, leaving us at 2-0. Damn, looking back at that now, that pass was freaking perfect. Speed immediately again. I really don't know how much that actually affects things. I just do it just cause, but realistically I probably shouldn't even do it. Okay, we get a dink on the barricade right there. We still, never mind, we lost one of ours immediately, I kind of forgot. Makai clears it up, which is kind of good, but also we don't really get anything out of it. I put a tornado going upwards so that we can't shoot it up. But it honestly just wasn't even in range to reach it anyways. I was just too far back and wasn't thinking. I was able to shrink both of them. And their Kai is extremely low, but they were able to get our barricade up. And our Estelle kills their Kai, which was pretty smooth. Put another tornado up. It sadly hits the ball straight back at us just because of where the ball landed inside of that tornado. We keep just kind of shooting it at the Atlas, kind of without thinking, which we definitely should have coordinated something there, but it's kind of hard to do that with randoms you can't communicate with. We luckily get the goal open and put our tornado up to kind of put a little bit of pressure. Didn't do anything. I went for Shrink Ray, sadly. I just did it way too late to even try to put much of the pressure. We counter her charge attack, which is perfect. The speed here, they lose her engagement, sadly. Our Estelle wastes her cooldown. I put our tornado up. Blocks off the Atlas perfectly, and we get a score out of it. That's the tornado things I keep trying to go for, and luckily we had possession of the ball this time, so it actually worked. And now we're 1-1. During this time, I was actually thinking about going for peak performance, and the reason why I was thinking it is because I actually was like taking a lot of damage from their Estelle for the most part, and since I forgot the dodge mechanic was a thing at the time of me recording all these games, I wasn't dodging it at all. So I was thinking about maybe just getting like a stagger health bar increase, and plus speed boost from it's always nice because I am playing forward. But I decided to go with the chrono boost thing just that way. My speed was better, same with my Shrink Ray. We get a barricade really early, which is good, but they do as well. I actually get both of them. I have a really bad Shrink Ray there, I just missed aims. I missed both my Shrink Rays actually, that's really bad. But I was able to make up for it, and I got their goal open at least. Put that up for pressure, and he hits it. Oh, sorry. He hits it right to me, and I get a free goal right underneath him, which was a perfect one right along the wall. Now we're up 1-0 for our second round. Have a good Shrink Ray there, kind of reversing it, but he was able to come back from it. We get a barricade out of it too. Just try to keep it on their side at the most. Yeah, right there, I almost died at the Estelle again. I still don't remember that dodging's a thing, so I never dodge any of her stuff. Shrink the Kai there so he's slower. Tried to go for a shot there on the Atlas's barricade, but sadly I couldn't really get it. Tried our Shrink Ray there, which ended up hitting the Estelle, and I think it ended up hitting the Kai there, but I couldn't really tell. Our Estelle gets a really clean kill on the Kai there. I whiff another Shrink Ray again, but it's fine. I don't think we get the barricade here. No, we don't. He actually ends up power hitting it. We saw both of our things up though, so we're honestly kind of chilling right now. That's a really bad tornado that does absolutely nothing. I just completely misangled it. We were able to get their goal open eventually. I Shrink Ray past them, and I kind of messed up my stuff there. I knew he was going to hit it down there, but I still kind of played up instead of on the edge. And we end up getting a perfect shot. Me and Estelle hit it at the exact same time. I hit it forward, she kind of hit it down. Perfect angle. The Atlas couldn't really do anything about it. And that just brings us up to 2-0 in this set. Put a tornado up. That one's a lot better because it's actually covering a lot more space. We ended up getting a barricade out of it too because the Estelle completely backed off. I missed a Shrink Ray, but ended up tracing the size where Estelle doesn't really do anything for Estelle really, so yeah, I still kind of waste. Another really bad tornado there because we lost possession of the ball, but I kind of just did it prematurely. I missed another Shrink Ray sadly, but we eventually got their goal open, so we're kind of just chilling. He wastes his expand shield thing, I don't know what it's called, so I'm just gonna call it that. His little force field, I guess. I almost die here. I actually could have died if I didn't grab that health. Luckily I did. Our Kai tries to clear it, but we're kind of stuck in a bad spot. I tried my charge attack, but I end up getting killed as soon as I hit it by their Estelle. I think the Estelle killed me. But our Estelle kind of clutch, gave us a 3-0 round advantage. Alright, sorry, I had to drink some water because my throat was drying up. But we had to ended up taking Twin Drive here just because I get a secondary speed boost ability, which is always really good, so I have it up constantly. So I end up having Prime Time and Twin Drive during this set with Cast to Last, which is like my favorite lineup of things ever. Just because I'm always having abilities that last longer, it makes it really nice. The speed here, our Estelle tries to go for a really quick dash again, like the start of every game. We actually don't get the barricade there. Well, on that shot, we still got it anyway, no one was there. I was able to hit it back. But we kind of hit it away on accident. I'm very low health here, not paying attention, ended up dying here. Just because I, again, forgot the dodge mechanic existed. But we're able to kind of just keep it clean. and stuff like that until
I am
they end
the
up scoring here.
deadliest rose.
For some reason I thought I remembered we actually kind of held this one, but maybe that's a future round where we actually kind of held it perfectly. Or future match on the same map. We speed here again just to kind of get the fast. We get a barricade very quickly. That tornado kind of does damage to the Kai. Not a lot, but at least it's something, and it didn't go completely to waste. Then kind of blocked him off from contesting us at the ball. The Estelle shoots right past me and ends up hitting me, but I also shoot right back at them, get their goal open. And we're honestly in a pretty good advantage here. I kind of miss a shrink ray. I was aiming for the ball, hopefully, but I wanted to actually hold it there, but I let go of my button. Kind of wasting it. Low health again, so I'm kind of playing cautious. Then I end up getting tagged by the Estelle again anyways, but our Estelle
nice
clutched up, ended up killing their Kai and their goalie, and scoring right there. So now we're at 1-1. We're kind of just in a brawl right here in the top corner, not really getting much done. But we were able to hit it back down and get another barricade. We hit it up, got another barricade completely flawlessly. A speed here to give us a little bit of pressure. Our Estelle hits it out of my shrink ray with her beam, which honestly, if it was the other way around, if I shrink rayed it, then she hit it with the beam, it probably would have been a guaranteed goal. But it happens. Me and the Estelle are both crit here, so we kind of have to play really cautious and towards the edges. I dodged very late there. I did actually, this is like around the time I remember the dodge button actually existed, so I tried to actually dodge that, but I just did it so late and I still got hit. But luckily, the goal barriers were there in the same. Our Estelle ends up getting killed, sadly, but we still have both of our things up, so we're kind of chilling for now. I got a perfect shrink ray on that, but it really was just trying to set up something that I kind of messed up. I completely missed a shrink ray there, sadly. I speed there just to kind of try to give myself a little bit of an advantage in movement, because I knew I was going to lose the ball there. And kind of just end up getting the ball kind of cross over on us. The Atlas defended it pretty well, and their forwards are putting a lot of pressure on us. We end up losing a barricade out of it. Putting our tornado up did really nothing. Wasn't in range to really contest their Atlas either. Speed here. I was hoping maybe hit it directly to me again, because he did it multiple times that game, so I kind of tried to predict it that way. I go crit again, and yeah, our Kai hits it against the wall, and it bounces perfectly into the goal because the Atlas was not paying attention. I don't even remember that happening, but I guess I did. Now we're up 2-1. Now we are going to speed immediately. We kind of try to put tornado for pressure. I think I end up killing the Kai here. No, I don't. We lose both our barricades really fast. I was able to shrink the Kai and the Estelle though, but it kind of took both of my things, and I am one hit away from death, so I kind of have to play a little cautious here. I ended up dodging the Estelle's attack perfectly. Alright, we actually almost got a score there. Luckily our Kai was really good with his positioning there. We were able to get both the barricades open, but I kind of ended up dying for it, sadly. But it's fine, because their Kai ended up dying too. We actually ended up dying at the exact same time.
I just needed a quick rest.
I completely whiffed a shrink ray, but I ended up getting a tornado out. We did a little bit of damage here. Their Estelle is low, but I ended up lagging there and kind of propelled backwards a little bit. I was going to run up to her and try to kill her, but then I kind of ended up getting low HP again. Put our tornado up for pressure, I kind of get knocked back, and I start lagging a lot here, actually. I'm teleporting all over the place. There still gets a good hit on me, nothing I can really do about it. And our Kai gets another goal that round. I don't know how the Atlas ended up missing that one. But that's game 2, we got another kind of clean victory where I low-key kind of got carried the second half of the game. But we're not going to talk about it. Mostly because I kind of forgot the dodge mechanic was a thing. Our Kai gets MVP, and now on to game 3. Now we're on game 3. I have Erasmus and Estelle as a teammate, and we're going against an Estelle, Erasmus, and Kai, so it's almost a mirror matchup besides me and the Kai. We're on Amy's map as well, so that's why we're all playing Erasmus, because, yeah, this map is extremely good for him, because he can just yoink you in the middle anytime he wants. But I actually don't think that their Erasmus does it a lot this game, so I don't think we really knew about it. I think it's a future game where Erasmus was kind of a pain in the ass with that. Erasmus ends up dying pretty quickly. I didn't go for the shrink ray there for whatever reason. I kind of canceled it out, which I didn't think I'd be able to knock him back into the center of the ring. I probably should have tried anyways. I just didn't think I was going to be able to get it. We speed here to kind of get to the puck first. We keep it on their side pretty well up until this point. I keep hitting it up kind of like an NPC right there. I really should have hit it down towards my teammate. And because now we're kind of stuck in a situation where all three of them are just taking shots at this point. Luckily they hit it down, but I end up getting killed in the process of me trying to get the ball because I keep forgetting that. At the time, this is actually my first time playing against Erasmus, so.
What was that?
And they end up getting a quick score, making it 2-0. Speed again. The Estelles kind of just throw all their abilities out. Luckily, we get that one pretty quickly. Almost got a goal there by getting pulled into the middle again. This is going to be a game where I'm getting knocked out a lot because I just wasn't used to... One, wasn't used to the map because this was, I think, my second time ever been playing on it. And I think the first time I played on it, I didn't even know the center could actually kill you. They're still lucky to hit it to their own goal, though, so now we're up 2-1. Well, no, we're not up. Well, we got a point, and now it's 1-2. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Putting our tornado up for pressure didn't really do much, but it was kind of cutting off an angle, which is always good. We won that clash, was able to shrink rate kind of past them, beside the barricade touch that I wanted. But their Kai ends up dying.
Faster.
And we're so fast to the point we're actually going to almost get a thing here. And I think we end up getting it. Yeah, we do. With a perfectly placed shrink rate. I put a tornado up for pressure, sadly, didn't really do too much. But Erasmus gets a perfect angle there, and now we're tied 2-2. We don't use any of the abilities here. I was kind of waiting for the Kai to throw his projectiles out, so we kind of try to counteract them. So I didn't want to hit the puck into his projectiles. But he sadly didn't even do it. I probably could have passed it down back there a little bit better. But we were able to get a really fast pick on the Kai, and we get a perfect score here.
Years of research and development.
Both kind of hitting it into the goal at the same time. Not much I could do about it, and we get the first set, making it 1-0. We end up going for Castellast here. No one else in the lobby really needs to take it, so I'm pretty sure I get it guaranteed here. No, wait, never mind, because Kai ended up taking Castellast for some reason. Which I don't even think anything that Kai uses gets affected by Castellast. I don't know, I don't play Kai. I don't know if any of his things count as buffs or debuffs or creations. At least I don't think they do. It'd be really weird if it did. We end up getting a little bit of good pressure there. We get a shrink ray that barely grazes that barricade, which we luckily got. Go for another shrink ray play, we don't get it. Pressure with tornado, didn't do much, but it was we ended up getting straight to Erasmus, who got a perfect goal off of it, getting us up 1-0. Erasmus is actually really good at scoring, so this entire match I was actually prioritizing trying to get the ball to him as much as possible. We lose our goal immediately, sadly. He's able to get a shrink rate on 2 though, so movement's restricted. I'm losing my clashes up here pretty badly. Erasmus wants a pass here, but still isn't giving it to him, and they end up scoring on us anyway. I probably could have passed down too one of those times, I just wasn't really thinking about it, but still definitely could have passed it down a couple times. They end up tying it 1-1, it's fine though. We almost lose our barricade immediately there as well. I ended up hitting it into the middle on accident, and that kind of costs us a barricade now that I think about it. Missed the shrink ray completely, but Erasmus gets a really clean kill. Almost gets the barricade, but sadly can't really finish it off. Arcel does that perfectly, and the goal's open, but sadly it went all the way around back into our goal. Now they're up. We score 1-2. Quick speed. The Kai uses projectiles, which is why I didn't really swing at it. I wanted him to waste those. Go for a Shrink Ray on the Rasmus. He is shrunk, but doesn't really do anything. Well, I mean, he wasn't really doing anything, so I guess we kind of got something out of it. I ended up hitting the ball away from the barricade there, so yeah, that tornado actually screwed us, but they kind of let the thing touch anyways, so we're kind of chilling in that department. And our Rasmus gets a really clean kill right there, and we pass it to him, and he ends up getting us 2-2. I ended up just hitting the ball here because I didn't want to try to wait out projectiles again. I also, I'm pretty sure you didn't even have them anyway, so it wouldn't matter. Away from my tornado here, I kind of tried to put it down going towards the middle, but when I did that, they already hit it up, so no value really. Our goal ends up getting opened up here. Get a ball going over there. And I think they end up scoring, yeah, they get it 1-1. That Rasmus is kind of right, though, about wanting it to get passed down. That is an issue with a lot of goalies, though. Like, 2 of those times, she kind of had to hit it back up, but she had a couple opportunities to hit it down. So a lot of the times, like, people will sit at the top of the map and just keep throwing it at the goalie from the top, and no one really thinks about it that much. He kind of just brain deads it. We get Chrono Boost here, just to kind of buff everything, like usual. Okay, well now we're on to round 3, right? Yeah, round 3. We boost immediately just to give us some speed. I missed a Shrink Ray, but I had a really good tornado here that sadly whiffed on the barricade right there. And our Rasmus was able to get a really clean kill there, and we both tagged the ball at the same time. Just when I think when I shot, when I took my shot, you still ended up hitting it, but the Rasmus was able to hit it in right afterwards, which was perfect. Another tornado. Doesn't really get much value. Kind of cuts off the teammates, though, from actually engaging. Sadly, our Estelle kind of lets our goal get tagged. But I think I'm able to actually do something here. No, it misses again, because, yeah, I think it has to go around. Put another tornado here, just kind of cut off Rasmus and messing with me. We were able to get the thing. Then I sadly get pulled straight in.
Nice try.
No, actually, I didn't even get pulled in. The Estelle shot me and the Rasmus into the middle, but our Estelle gets a perfect shot from across the map, so I'm taking that. Now we're up 2-0. Put another tornado up, kind of down the middle to maybe block that pass off, but sadly wasn't fast enough. Go for our Shrink Ray, but sadly missed. I probably should just went up and normally smacked it. I used my Shrink Rays a little too much, but I don't really need to. Our Estelle gets a perfect shot on that, which is great. I lagged there and kind of missed my hit on that, but it happens, so. Sadly, Rasmus wasn't able to actually get that hit, which I'm very surprised about. I thought he'd be able to get it. I think he wins the stuff here. No, he doesn't. But I tried to take a shot, but I hit it down. It was a 50-50. I took 50. Do some damage to the Estelle. Sadly, they don't get the kill, but our Rasmus pulls their... I think it was like Kai.
I'm better than ever.
Yeah, the Kai into the middle, and we get our second round, 3-0. Here, I think I ended up going for... No, I think I tried... Okay, I was thinking about Perfect Form, but then I saw Twin Drive. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I'm like, why did I not select Twin Drive there? Yeah, I wanted to go for Twin Drive for extra speed, and yeah. Rasmus took Spark and Focus too, so I was able to get it. Perfect Form would have been good too, but Twin Drive is just overall better for what I liked, for how I like to play. So now I have 2 speed boosts. Angle Tornado kind of down the middle, hopefully cutting off some passes and messing with the Estelle. Sadly, well, I mean, honestly, I think the Estelle would have hit it away anyways, but I don't really know if the Tornado took us away from getting the barricade. We're just kind of stuck in a stalemate, passing it back and forth to the top of the map. They end up getting a kill here. Honestly, passing it down would be great. She did, which was perfect. I don't think I ended up getting a tag here, because it goes right around the freaking barricade again for like the 5th time this game. We almost get another tag there too, sadly we didn't. But we saved our barricade, never mind, we ended up losing it right after as soon as I say something. Our Stella gets cut off, their Stella gets cut off from the goal by my thing. And our Erasmus gets a perfect double KO somehow, because looking at that now, I have no idea how he killed both of them in one go. We're just gonna take it. Now we're up 1-0. Sadly, I get knocked out really quickly there. It was I just wasn't thinking. I was kind of brain dead following the puck like a freaking NPC, so I kind of just get absolutely obliterated there. Luckily, our Stella kind of passes it down, holds it there, but they're able to get it past her just due to her just not winning the clashes. But she can't win every single one, so you can't really give her too much crap about it. We speed, our Stella immediately hits it back with her knives, so I wish she kind of would have saved in case they ended up getting the hit, but it's whatever. Our Erasmus ends up getting killed there, but our Stella somehow didn't hit it into our own barricade there, but I'm just going to take it. We speed to try to get it, we put a sphere up there with a little bit of pressure. We ended up getting the dink anyway, so it didn't really matter. Asking for a pass here, but they couldn't really pass it to me. But I ended up getting a pass here, and I almost get a perfect shot. She hit it right after I used Shrink Ray, so sadly we didn't go past her. I was able to take the ball again, I speed, and I knew she was going to hit it up, so I dashed right up next to her, able to get the clean shot in, getting us 2-1. We try to Shrink Ray it off the start. Did not really need to do that, but Erasmus gets a really quick freaking pick. Put another tornado up. We hit it to our own goal, sadly, so we lose a barricade. Our tornado I threw did nothing. Kai wasted his projectiles, and the Estelle I think used her beam too, so they don't really have any cooldowns. So they're able to Shrink Ray past it, and misses the barricade again. We're able to get the tag. I end up being low health here, and I kind of play around the circle, kind of like a moron. So I wanted to kind of retreat back in case they needed a pass back. But Erasmus was able to get us the victory, and we win 3-1. And Erasmus obviously got MVP there. He got so many kills to score it so many times, to the point I don't see why he wouldn't. On to game 4. On to game 4, we have Asher goalie, Amy is my second forward. We're going as a Dubu, Zentaro, and another Amy. And we got the Oni map, that's right. We go for speed immediately right here, and Twin Drive was available at the start, so I have 2 speed boosts for him, which is really nice. Sadly, I missed a Shrink Ray there, and both our barricades get absolutely decimated immediately, but I was able to get 1 in return, so I guess that's something. We speed there, kind of try to hit it up constantly. End up shrinking both their forwards here, so they have restricted movement, but Amy can kind of teleport, so it didn't really matter too much. I missed my clash there with the Zentaro, twice actually. Well, I think the Dubu hit it back the second time, so never mind. Take back what I said. My Sphere put some pressure there, but we didn't really get much out of it. I actually almost ended up getting insta-killed here by the Zentaro. Well, I was able to get a perfect shot on the barricade. I lose all my health here, so I kind of have to play back. I'm trying to distance myself from the Amy so she didn't teleport into me. Luckily, I did stay out of range of that. I definitely should have hit it lower. I kind of hit it straight on accident. I missed a score there, potentially. Put another sphere up, trying to make it go in. Sadly, it kind of blocks off, but almost makes it go in at the same time. I do really have a hard time focusing with this Dubu. I did kind of want to pass up to our Amy, but I saw she was into the teleport animation, so I didn't even really try to. Go for a shot, but it rolled right up, couldn't do anything. We ended up getting a really clean pick there, though. Asher's too busy freaking spamming emoticons and stuff like that, so there's also that. Sadly, we don't get that goal there. I missed my punt on accident. That was just me being bad. We go for a Shrink Ray on the Zentaro, but I just miss. Go for another tornado. Both the Amy ults are up. I blocked the Amy projectile for hitting the ball. Luckily, it kind of worked out.
Did it?
It looks accidental, but I actually meant to do it. And we end up scoring off of it because I read the Dubu perfectly, which is always nice. The speed boost that Amy wastes her projectile thing. I don't even know what it's called. I don't remember what most of these I don't know what any of the abilities are really called in this game. Dubu uses his Great Wall of Veganism right then. And we lose both our barricades. We still need to get one of theirs. He hits it down away from us, which I definitely should have stayed down. Because, yeah, where else would we really pass it to? Perfect thing to cut off, but it just didn't.
Quickly.
Now she might have kind of screwed us in the long run, so I think we probably could have clashed that out. Asher has a barricade up and hit right around it, sadly. Our Amy completely misses her cooldown, and I think they end up scoring here if I remember. No, we end up clearing it perfectly.
Quickly.
I waste both my cooldowns. Actually, a lot of my cooldowns there, but I was actually ended up hitting a barricade there. He slammed a little too late. And I hit it right around him here, but I sadly didn't get the goal. I almost did. I was a millimeter off, and we ended up losing it to the Zentaro.
I enjoyed that.
It's whatever, though. It's 1-1. And they're going to immediately start off with a tornado that, honestly, I probably shouldn't have even thrown, because it barely reaches the end anyways. We end up losing one of our barricades. We hit it straight into an Amy ult, or Asher at least waits out the Amy ult, so that way we didn't get a free score on us. We end up losing both our barricades here. I put another, actually, relatively good and bad tornado, because it was low-key on accident, but it kind of helped us out. I was able to get one of the barricades, though. I ended up speeding here just I thought I was out of position there, but he ended up hitting it right to me, so it was kind of a waste. I speed again there. I tried to take a shot past, but he put his barricade up, so there was nothing really I could do about it. I tried to hit it straight down, but I lost my clashes with the Amy twice. So yeah, I actually almost caused us to get scored on twice. I was able to buff the size for Amy and shrink their Zentaro though. So hopefully the Amy was able to get away from the Zentaro, but he kind of just went and started chasing me for some reason. Put another orb up. Kind of blocked the Dubu off, but we didn't score off that. I honestly could have ran up and smacked it into there. I just wasn't paying attention really, I don't think. Ended up going down to 1 HP here and getting hit by the Amy projectile, leaving me at 1 hit from death, and ended up dying to the Zentaro anyways. We sadly don't get it there. The Amy was very close to it. Our Asher keeps hitting it straight up though.
How barbaric.
And they're starting to like throw a lot of their cooldowns up there as well. Me and the Amy both waste our ults there, throwing it. That's something we didn't really need to throw it at. I lose my clash to the Amy again. I just couldn't hit that one because it was too far behind me. Speed again. The Dubu finally hits it down, but I lose another clash, and the Amy ult there doesn't make it easier. But my Sphere actually put enough pressure for the ball to be on their side of the field again. Missed my thing, sadly, and they ended up scoring.
Thanks for finally passing to me!
Now it's 1-2, still first set. We almost get a barricade immediately. We both use our ults and are kind of going the same direction, not really doing anything. Me and this Amy didn't really have great synergy at all this first set anyways. I don't know about the other ones. I don't remember this match that well. I do think we ended up losing though. Our Amy actually had a really good potential shot right there. I just don't even know how the Dubu actually ended up hitting that one. I'm waiting for the Dubu for a clash there that I actually won, which is good. Opening their goal up, we lose one of our barricades for our goal though. I end up missing another strike there, sadly. Try to cut off the Dubu, but didn't really do a good job at it, and completely whiff another strike right. Asher passed it to me. I just wasn't close enough to actually get hitting it. Put another useless tornado up, but I get it back in 10 seconds, so it's not a big deal. And our Amy ends up scoring anyways, so we're chilling.
To me.
We speed there. We don't get a barricade there, sadly. They actually almost did. I think they get this barricade though. Yeah, they do. The other Amy ends up getting it. The Amy ult, not really doing much here. I end up getting smacked out and throwing a completely useless tornado, but it's whatever. I have my tornado back and I respawn at this point anyway, so it's not a big of a deal. Where Amy misses her normal attack was actually able to punch it more towards her side. I missed another shrink ray set, but I just shot it way too late. I ended up getting a barricade out of it, so now we both have one barricade. The log ends up screwing us there. I ended up having a speed to get out of that ult. I did not want to take a bunch of unnecessary damage. But I did end up, I dodged Zentaro and the wall perfectly, so I actually would have died there if I didn't dodge both that wall and the Zentaro. Then I kind of dodged again out of nowhere, and then I get smacked by two things and just die anyways. Sadly, they get the barricade open there with a really good place, like a little paw grenade or whatever the hell it's called. I really don't know what it is called. I speeded there to try to catch up to the ball, but I really should try to cut off the ball. I kind of just followed it like an NPC. Tried to go for a prediction shot, didn't work, he hit it straight down. Put that there to maybe cut off the angle of straight down, but then he just doesn't even hit it, period. Then I shoot it past him, because he hit it that way that time, and I was actually able to open the goal, but sadly we lose there, or Asher's wasn't there. But at least he tried to dash for it, so he's letting it go in immediately. I think I ended up going for like Super Surge here, just because it's the best one I really could have gotten out of all of these. Most of these aren't really like great for me, because there's not a lot of buffs and debuff ones. They don't really do much else.
Haha.
So now we're on to the second round. That was actually a really long first round, goddamn. But yeah, we're having a really hard time breaking through the debut. But they end up getting one of the barricades immediately. I hit it around the log, which was good, and I kind of wasted one of my shrink rays there. And I had the stupid tooltip stuck on my screen too, which was annoying me, but at the time I didn't know if that happens, you just press the pause button and it goes away, so I kind of left it there for like the longest time without knowing. We hit it around the log again. I tried to kind of go for that, because I thought he maybe would try to hit it into his own log. We ended up getting the barricade open too. Almost get a score there. Our Amy's ult's actually going to almost pop off here, but it ran out too fast, so you don't really get much out of it. I almost get a shrink ray on that. I just barely missed it though. We did it slightly on the I ended up getting taken down by their Zentaro, so now they're up, but we still have the barricade, so as long as they hold the barricade, we're kind of chilling. Good charge shot all the way off to their side of the map. We use this barricade too, so if I can get up there, then I could probably read him on that. Ball was too fast, I couldn't do it quick enough. We end up getting a kill, and their Zentaro's pretty low too. I don't get the stuff there, sadly, because like the casting animation for my speed, I definitely shouldn't have even used. Tried to wait out his Zentaro ability there, but he was able to actually hit me anyways afterwards. I was able to get a shrink ray on the Zentaro, but didn't hit the puck, sadly. Go straight into a log, we lose our goal. Asher goes for a shot. Wall completely cucks me again. End up using one of my cooldowns for it too. Our Amy almost got a perfect shot there. I tried to predict up, but he hit it right below me. I think I ended up predicting up a lot. I ended up lagging there and like going a million times over into the same thing. A little bit of pressure, we end up losing that round. Well, yeah, I guess round. Something. That little score battle or whatever you want to call those. More back and forth nonsense. I end up getting smacked there. They moved both our barricades pretty quickly. And, okay, I thought they might have scored there, but now our Asher saved it. I ended up hitting it into the barricades. I couldn't hit it up from that angle. Shrunk both of them, though. And I got one of the goals out of that, too. The barriers. I barely missed that shrink ray, too. Honestly, probably would have ended up hitting that barricade, too, if I hit it. more just brawling in a circle, doesn't really get us anywhere. Ended up hitting a shrink ray on both of them, but didn't really do much. Got a powered hit, ended up getting the barricade open. Perfectly countered the Zentarro's one. I timed it perfectly on the kick. And we ended up losing the point anyways, because she passed it straight back into the Zentarro, I think. Or did he use a cooldown? I wasn't fully looking. Did a shrink ray on their whole team, allowing us to get one barricade because they could not move fast enough to actually be able to use it to block it off. I ended up winning the clash here at the Amy, but sadly I just couldn't finish it off just because of the slam stunning me. Because Dubu's slam has to stun players for some freaking reason. We ended up getting the barricade anyways, with their goal open, and we ended up getting a perfect shot in.
Cool, I guess.
Bringing us up 1-2. Sadly, we lose both our barricades immediately. Trasher screwed up massively, but it happens. I shrink rate for no reason there as well, so I guess I did a little bit of throwing right there as well. Amy is able to counter that powered attack perfectly. We ended up getting a barricade out of it too because she passed it right to me. Sadly, Dubu hits it below me, which I should have just expected, but I just at the time wasn't thinking. Looking back at it now, I really should have just stood below him. And we ended up losing this set too. Right? Their goal was open at the bottom, they took that shot. Here, I actually don't even know what I went for. None of these are really great for me, so I think I ended up just going with like Stinger or Quick Strike, because none of these were good for me at all. I mean, probably Missile Propulsion would have been slightly better, which I don't even know if I really went for it at all. No, I went for that. Actually, I kind of AFK'd right then and let Deadeye just auto-select for me. We speed there. I missed a shrink ray again. I got knocked to his side. I would have ended up hitting him anyways, which is why I didn't change the direction. We ended up getting a barricade anyway, so we're chilling. And Dubu kind of just stands there and lets the barricade get hit, which is always good for us. They hit it down, sadly. I thought maybe they'd hit it up. I kept predicting up a lot of this game. Well, I tend to actually just predict up anyways, because usually they don't hit it straight down back at me if they see me do that. But I was able to get it anyways. I timed it perfectly, so no matter where he hit it, it was killing him. Just because of where the ball was on him. It was quite literally inside of him, so no matter what that was hitting. Unless I mistimed. We got a barricade out of that though, which was very lucky because it bounced perfectly away from them. But we lose a barricade as well, sadly. Use a shrink ray, but missed the ball. But we got the same barricade. Our Amy kind of popped off right there. We keep hitting it into the Dubu wall. It's not doing much. Dubu uses his wall though. He doesn't have his wall either, I'm pretty sure. Start lagging and getting stuck in the center of the map. And then I get another goal there. So I knew I kind of sat more down towards the edge because I knew he was going to try to smack it down again because he always hits it. He kept hitting it down at me. So I kind of lowered myself lower than I was the other few times I shot, so I'd have a higher chance of hitting it. But I didn't want to stay at the bottom because then I'd probably end up freaking hitting into the wall if I went all the way to the bottom. So yeah. We get both the barricades open really quickly though. Our Asher loses one of the barricades, but we're chilling though. I put that tornado going up because I knew he was going to wall me off anyway, so I thought maybe just put some tornado pressure. Zentarro's won, but I don't think I end up doing anything about it. The slam completely countered my shrink ray, so yeah. The shrink ray kind of went to waste. They were able to clear it really easily. The log there kind of screwed me. I couldn't really play around it, but I got another perfect shot into the goal. So yeah, we end up winning that set 3-0. And I was thinking about taking Chrono Boost. I didn't realize Castellas was even a thing, but I ended up taking Castellas there. But honestly, I did really good with the scoring that round, so I was actually kind of happy with that. I was thinking we actually had potential to kind of win this game now that we actually got a round on the board. It is kind of hard for me to win games when my teammates are... okay, it's usually really difficult if my teammates like Juno look like me as a forward, or Amy, but Amy isn't as bad as Juno, but I still usually struggle with it anyways.
Go.
I had a really good sphere there actually, but the freaking Amy ult was messing with me, so we couldn't actually get the thing. It was a really good ult for me though. They're kind of just playing hot potato with the ball up there again, so, and I end up teleporting to the middle of the map like twice. We ended up getting one of the barricades out of it though, so we're chilling. It's a really good Amy ult right there, kind of sent it towards their side, but sadly we kind of lost possession. We got a good kill out of it too, because Zentaro's just completely out of the round, which is good. I kicked way too early, wasn't thinking. Definitely could have gotten one of the barricade, that barricade there if I was using my brain. I don't think I get this one, but the dude who ends up dying, which is perfect. But I don't think we end up getting the score. I end up hitting it back, and I think we lose the clash. Yeah, we do. They kind of hit it away from us. We weren't in good spots. And they hit it straight into our goal as well.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Looks over to one. Put another sphere kind of going down the middle. Shoot it at the barricade. We actually hit one. I actually thought it might have actually hit both there, but it didn't, sadly. Would have been cool if it did. I was able to actually hit it through his barricade though, because I don't know how I was actually able to do that. I was surprised it worked. I tried to go for a charge shot there just to kind of throw it in, but they're all in front of me, so it doesn't really matter. Blocked them off from actually going to the ball though, but still lost possession anyways. Oh, they're kind of playing hot potato again. Our Asher dashes in to keep it from getting hit between the barricade, which was good. It was a good use of one of the dashes. Sadly, they still got both of them anyways. I was able to kind of try to push it up. Got smacked by another log though, so yeah. They kind of just lost all my, what's the word I'm thinking of? Never mind, I'm just gonna drop it. Now we're kind of just stuck, both goals open. I end up teleporting up and back like 3 times there. Log kind of screws me again. I end up speed boosting here. Didn't really do much. I was going to use Shrink Rays, but I decided not to. I shot that there, so I knew he was going to shoot it back. I was hoping maybe I can just clip it at the very edge, though, because I just knew it wasn't close enough. I was kind of hoping. And we're actually able to get the goal.
If I was excited about a goal,
1-1. That sphere there, just in case as well, if they ended up hitting it. Speed up my team there. I end up losing a barricade. I just completely whiffed the Shrink Ray again. The Amy kind of hits it up, which I wasn't expecting her to hit it up, seeing the barricades down below, but, you know, maybe she did it on accident. I don't know. We almost get one barricade there. I'm kind of waiting for a pass down so I can take an angle on this one, but Dasher isn't passing it to me at all. She keeps hitting it back up to the Amy. But they end up getting a barricade out of it though. I put a sphere there just to try to block off the Dubu from maybe defending that top one, but they're able to get it. We actually end up getting both out of it too. Speed my team here. Kind of just keep playing hot potato up here until the Dubu uses barricades, which I was hoping for. Put another sphere out for maybe a little bit of extra pressure. Didn't really do much, but I was able to shrink the Amy though, and the Amy ult's out. Our Amy's actually really close to death though, so I'm kind of just trying to play up a little bit more, kind of waiting for the pass. Put our sphere up. I was actually able to shrink. I think I shrunk both our forwards, but I couldn't really tell. Our Amy's ult's actually in a really good spot. I missed my attack sadly, but I don't even think it would have mattered because the log was going to smack me in the face anyways. I tried to go for a charge shot here. I waited out the log and then I teleported back, so I missed my swing on it. Yeah, lag is not being nice to me this game, I can tell. Asher passes it back up into the enemy ults. We don't really regain possession. She's actually pressure the hell in back. Okay, I think I scored on this one. Yeah, I was perfectly angled up to the top. The dude tried to roll, but he rolled too late, getting us up 2-1. We're actually able to get a really quick pick on their Zentaro too, which is really good actually. We pinning it back down. Just kind of in a hot potato match right now against a freaking Amy ult. Or special, whatever you want to call it. My friend kept calling them ults yesterday, so now I keep calling that too. And we actually almost lost a goal there. I speeded, I tried to shrink ray the puck, but I ended up hitting the Dubu because the puck wasn't there. Our goal ends up getting opened. The enemy ult's kind of good pressure there. Can't really throw it towards the middle, but yeah. Yeah, my speeder doesn't do enough there, sadly. I speed, but I wasn't even in really good position there. But I was actually, never mind, I wasn't able to take that hit because of Debu Slam. They have really well placed enemy ult here, so I think no, they actually never ended up scoring there. Maybe I'll think of it some other time. Hit it down towards me. I tried to go for a shrink ray. Casey kind of hit it straight back, but he didn't. We got it anyways because the angle we threw it at kind of screwed him over in the long run. I think the charge hit, they charge hit it back, sadly, so, and they go do another charge hit. I am one hit away from death, so I kind of try to play a little bit cautious, but I get smacked into a log that smacks me off the map, so couldn't do much. And they ended up tying it and making it 2-2.
That one's glitched in, all right.
We kind of just get stuck in a hot potato. We lose both our barricades really quickly. Zentaro kind of uses his ult. I ended up dodging out of it without taking a ton of damage, but we still lost possession. I actually didn't mean to hit it the way I did, but it kind of worked out. Got barricade. Ended up getting both. I ended up speeding here. Yeah, sure, kind of missed the cooldowns, but it's whatever. We still gained possession. I tried to hit it up, but I couldn't angle it up all the way that I wanted to. I put another sphere here, hoping for more pressure. Wanted to go for a shrink ray. I should have just canceled it with a freaking attack because it was not hitting it. I was in a spot hoping prediction down, but he hit it up, so nothing I could really do. Put another sphere there just in case we kind of hit it in a complete other direction. Clear the ball for a goalie. Missed my change to the Amy. Rasher hits it back up. The log completely screws us and wins us the game off a really awkward angle. Okay, now we're back in our, I think this is the 5th game, or 6th, I don't remember. But this is the last game that I ended up recording, and my friend ended up joining me for this one. He's the other forward with me, and we have a Jakar goalie, which is odd and weird, but you know what? It is what it is. We're going against an Estelle, Kai, and Juno. I think the Juno's the goalie, right? Yeah, the Juno's definitely the goalie. Kind of having issues, getting stuffed like to all hell and back like a freaking turkey, but it's fine. Ended up shrink raying both of them. I'm expecting the Juno to kind of hit it low, but she kind of hit it high. She's paying attention.
Really?
The Kai ends up scoring
That's all
on
you
Jakar. It's fine. We just played terrible right then, so we're chilling. It ends up happening sometimes. I don't have my tornado yet. I wanted to set it up, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, I still have to hit level 2 to actually be able to use it. Waiting for the Kai to smack, which I waited perfectly for, but then of course, oh, never mind, it did hit the barricade, never mind. I didn't think it was going to hit it just because the nature of this freaking map. It knocked out of the map by the Estelle though, sadly, so it's up to my friend Jakar to actually make something happen. Or at least just defend for 80 years.
How
Although I am
barbaric.
back now, and their Kai is kind of doing nothing, so that's kind of plus. They hit it straight back into me, which is good. Like, twice.
Yeah, that's a
So
goal,
I got a free
alright.
score on that one.
Woo.
They were not thinking that one through. So yeah, now a tie at 1-1 for us. We go, speed boost off, end up shrinking the Estelle. Somehow we shrink the Kai with that one, but it happens. She hit it straight down, I thought she was kind of aimed it, but I ended up getting the tag anyways. Put a sphere, didn't really do anything, so I wasn't expecting to actually get the tag, so that's why I threw it there. Hoping that Jakar passes it down, and he's not doing it, so... No, he's ricocheted off the wall, and he managed to get it. Sadly, I don't get that, but my friend gets a double KO on the, Kai and Estelle. I kind of messed that up, so I ended up putting a barricade there or something, and yeah, we kind of messed it up massively, and I ended up lagging there and getting stuck to the floor, so I couldn't really move. Yeah, that ended up getting
We
scored, and I
scored.
ended up wasting
Yay.
the shrink ray there because I couldn't rotate. Because actually, remembering this now, the entire first half of this game, I'm like lagging really hard, and it disconnects me in the middle of the game. And I have to work out. So, yeah, I think it's after the first round, it ends up just disconnecting me from the game as well. Oh, I ended up shrinking it. I just realized that, and then I get immediately knocked out of the stage because I decided to get anywhere near the middle of the map against Estelle on the stage. Perfect turnaround, kind of, and then they end up scoring, so the car hit straight back into the guy.
Ready for the Pro League?
Not a problem.
They casually put like one of the spheres for a little bit of pressure, didn't really do much, but kind of stalled it out, did a little bit of damage to the Kai, I'm pretty sure, so.
Quickly.
Speed there, tried to shrink ray, ended up hitting the Kai, but that was really all I got out of it. A sphere down the middle right here, which I know was going to keep passing it back, so I ended up getting the tag out of it, and I hit it straight into the goal, giving us the first round.
Did it?
And yeah, I think I tried to pick the, what was I trying to pick? All of these like really weren't amazing for me. I think I tried to pick like the Chrono Boost and I couldn't. Like it genuinely like wouldn't freaking load. So I was like really confused as the game wasn't working. So I kept like mashing my button on it, and then I think I got disconnected right here. So I'm just gonna, as I was fixing this, I'm just gonna skip over this part and back to the actual gameplay.
You can
Okay, so now we're back
count on
in.
me.
When I loaded back in there, he got a point, so yeah. They were able to score one time before I loaded back in. They lost my goal immediately, which sucks. Tried to get a shrink ray off, but I got moved to the side. After this, though, I stopped lagging as much, for whatever reason, after I got disconnected, so I wasn't like, okay, I actually almost scored on this because I hit it into the middle. Yeah, I think the lag like went extremely down after I got kicked out of the match, so I shouldn't be getting stuck on things anymore the rest of the game. Get a perfect touch in there, smack it down. I went for that shot. I tried to delay it because I was expecting them to try to like, kind of trade hits. Their Kai gets a
Clean and
perfect
to the
freaking
point,
projectile shot.
like
to our
always.
goal. Most of their cards didn't even defend against it, but it was still a good shot on him for landing all of them perfectly. I also, for whatever reason, when I loaded back in, it didn't give me a head, so I have no idea, like, I'm not counting the cooldowns in my head, so I have to, like, try to guess when I actually have the cooldowns. I don't know when I do, because it's not on this screen anymore. Shrunk both of them just so the presence was limited, and Jakar almost lets that in. That actually gave me a freaking heart attack when I was looking at it before. I'm like, do not give me a free freaking set like that, just because my game crashed. It like wasn't very good fun the first time. And they ended up actually
Another
getting
one
this
for the
round just
montage.
because of that. Yeah, it was whatever though. Me and my friend were like, whatever, you crashed, what are you gonna do about it? So we kind of just forgot that round even happened. I think I ended up going for... I think I switched to Spark of Agility, or maybe I stuck with, yeah, I did switch to Spark of Agility. So I was gonna do Peak, but I kind of thought, no. That was me in perfect form, definitely not. And Agility, like, yeah, I need to be scoring. Because my friend doesn't prioritize scoring, my friend, like, quite literally goes out of his way just to punch people off the map. So I need to be the primary scorer. Okay, we start the third round. We're just gonna throw a tornado immediately. I'm gonna get tagged by the Estelle's thing and lose the goal immediately. The Juno thing disappear was good, but they also hit it into their own barricade, so that was perfect. So we have to deal with it, and the Juno mine straight up hits it into the freaking thing with no skill required, just like the entire character. Anyways. Although Jakar could have easily blocked that, I'm gonna be honest. I still don't think he was paying attention to the Juno mines being dropped. And our goal gets opened up again, and honestly, this whole time it's spamming clown emojis at him, just because he's really annoying me. Oh yeah, I got vacuumed back. I couldn't really get the hit on the puck right then. Hit it down to my friend, he kind of missed it, but it was whatever. My friend Luke just started playing the game, so... Shrunk the Kai. We kind of just get into a freaking gangbang over here, and I get knocked off the freaking edge again. We're chilling. The Jakar hits it back to their side. It kind of just chills over there for the longest time, because somehow they can't manage to hit it around the freaking circle.
What was that for?
Yeah, my friend opens up their barricade. They don't get that luckily, and I shoot it right past them. I accidentally scored on us because I tried to hit it down, but I couldn't angle it fast enough. Just because of where the ball was. It's fine though. It was just a bad angle. That's how I was actually able to hit down so the Kai blocked the projectiles. I shrink right past him though. So at this point I was kind of pissed because I'm like, no, these, because I knew that, okay, because I knew it was better than their entire enemy team freaking combined, so I actually started to get a little freaking irritated, and I actually decided to focus up more. Alright, he actually had a really good power attack there, perfect shot too. So that got us a point on the board. At this point, I'm like, yeah, we kind of seeded Waffle Stomp them, so I kind of started playing hella aggressive and just throwing all my cooldowns at them, like anytime I really could, just to hit it past them. Well, if I knew I even had them. At this point, I still don't even know if I had them, so I was kind of sitting there with my beam waiting. Won the Clash, the Kaido, won it twice actually. Technically won it 3 times, so the Juno mines completely cocked me, as per usual. I was trying to win that stuff there, but I couldn't. I kept trading here just because that's all I really had to do. Luckily, they messed that up like massively. Shrunk the Estelle there, and he got a perfect hit on the goal right there. Was able to hit it past, got a really good angle, hit it up right then. Because their Juno really overextended on that one, trying to kill me. And honestly, that emoticon is a perfect, like, accurate representation of a Juno player IRL. I actually, okay, to be honest, I didn't even mean to use the mini one there, and I quite literally just insta-killed him. Got the dink there. Sped boost here, and they kind of just let that one slide in. Because their Juno just completely missed, so yeah, they just gave us the round for free on that one. I wanted to take Twin Drive here, but I'm pretty sure the Jakar took it from me, if I remember correctly. No, he ended up taking Bulk Up. Did the Juno take Twin Drive? No, I actually ended up getting it. And I'm pretty sure it's freaking third round was a complete and utter freaking, well, what is this, fourth round actually? It's a complete freaking waffle stomp. Sadly, I got hit by like 3 cooldowns right then, so I couldn't really like hardcore defend against it. Well, pressure it. Well, the puck kind of honestly had a spasm right then. I tried to help defend it, help defend the goal because our Dracards like messed up like a couple times on the Juno mines. So I was like, oh, I know how they all work, so I'll hit around them.
Quickly.
Sadly, he doesn't. My friend doesn't go for a hit strike on the barricade. He wasn't really thinking. He wanted to target a player right then. I'm like, and I think I ended up telling him that. I'm like, dude, you had a perfect opportunity to hit the barricade there. Here we kind of both just try to help out Dracar because we did not want him getting pressured by Kai's projectiles right there, especially after getting hit by Juno things. Ended up getting smacked here, but the Kai ended up dying again, which was really good. I wasted a shrink right there like a moron. I was able to tag his thing though, and almost scored with my, what's it called?
Dreams do come true, huh?
Sphere. And yeah, my friend was able to get that goal with a powered attack. He had a really good angle on that one too. That was 2 really good angles on him. Yeah, we got the goal again really quickly tagged. So yeah, we got it open already. Dracar hits it into the Kai again. That was like a really reoccurring pattern with this guy of him just hitting the what's it called? Ball straight into the Kai over and over. Luckily, he did pass it down to me for once, which was nice, and I power hit it right up past him just to be a dick, just to get us to 2-0. And since I hate Juno players with a passion, I'm gonna BM the Juno player. I start teleporting around during the last second here, but honestly it didn't really matter too much. We got our barricade opened, but my friends actually got a double kill on these 2 clowns, and I think it only kills them. I don't even think he killed anyone here. No, I ended up killing Estelle with my, what's it called? Sphere, but he didn't commit to the Kai. But it doesn't matter, I got an easy goal here. Right. BM the Juno by calling her a clown over and over again, because Juno players, well I tried to, I messed up my emoticon mashing, but how to reinforce the point that she's a clown for playing Juno. And we ended up getting MVP for this one, and that was all the ranked games I ended up playing for that little session that I had recorded anyway. I played a lot more, I just forgot to record like the other 7. So yeah, I'll be making another one of these soon, and I'll see you guys next time I make one of those. Thanks for watching, bye.